here with Natalie from Brew Coffee Bar in Toledo, Ohio. Natalie, thank you for coming on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. This is great. Thank you.
Very excited. You took over the coffee bar 32 days
32
ago.
days ago, yeah. I felt every one of those days, but it's been good. Yeah.
Can you kind of walk us through why you decided to get into owning a coffee bar?
Yeah, so this is something I've been wanting to do my whole life, just business ownership in some way, having my own thing. My youngest memories, I was making little like Nat's noodles and things like that at home, so I knew this was the path I was headed on. In terms of this coffee shop, I worked here when I first moved to Toledo a few years back. I looked into all the coffee shops, and this is my favorite one. It just had the best energy to it. I got the banana pancake latte that we still have on the menu. It was so good. And from there, I managed for a couple years. I left. I was still stayed in great touch with Jen Erd, the previous owner now, and she said she was looking to sell, and I said, call me when you're ready. So here we are now.
And owning a business, especially going from an employee to never owning your own business, can be very scary. Can you kind of talk about some of the fears or maybe the imposter syndrome that you dealt with as you were taking over the business?
Yeah, and I mean, I'm still feeling that now. It's very fresh, but I mean, I'm someone that likes to learn. I think that helps a lot because this has been a major learning curve. I've also been trying to educate myself on a lot of the dealings with business ownership, on some things with accounting, just all of the operational things, the licenses you need to get. The past really couple years, I've dug into that a lot, which has helped as well. Knowing and being open to talking to the right people, I think, is huge, especially with imposter syndrome. Being able to admit when you don't know something or you're not sure, and then knowing who to ask has been huge for me. I think that's what's helped me a lot get out of imposter syndrome, is just saying, look, I don't even know where to start with this, but I know who I can ask. Let's go with there. I can learn as I go, and it's okay. You got to be uncomfortable with learning and not knowing, I think. Yeah.
It seems like self-awareness for you is a huge thing. Like you are very aware of the things you know, and you're very aware of the things that you don't know.
Yeah, and you got to ask for help when you need it. That's something I've learned the past, 32 days, and something that is I've seen a lot too. As much as I'm doing a lot of this myself, I have a strong support system I can rely on as well. So that helps.
What's one thing that you really learned about yourself through this process?
Yeah, I think I've grown in a lot of confidence through it. I think actually seeing, these thoughts and scribbled out plans come to life has just been so gratifying already. I've learned that I'm more creative than I thought. I've always, I actually studied science in school. I've always been like a really hard, like STEM person, a really logical thinker. But doing something like this, you have to be really creative too. And I've just seen that side come out of me more. So that's been cool to do too. Yeah.
That's beautiful. And can you kind of talk about you mentioned one of the drinks earlier. Can you guys talk about some of the unique drinks like that you guys have here?
Yeah, so right now, so it's beginning of May, we're actually bringing out a new seasonal menu every month this summer. So May, June, and July, we're going to have a full, 3 to 5 new drinks each time that you've never seen before. Talk about the creativity that's come out. That's been super fun. Right now, one of our, top ones on the menu, the past 5 days has been our Dubai Mocha. So we actually partnered with Dubai Sweets. They are a local to Toledo, brand new company that just started a couple months ago. And they make, the nafi with pistachio cream in the oven and dark chocolate. So our mocha is pistachio and dark chocolate, and then it comes with one of their chocolates on the side too. So that's been a really fun one. Yeah, we've got a menu of legacy drinks actually. It used to be called specialty, those seasonal drinks that people just can't get enough of. I switched it to legacy to kind of, show the past 10 years that Brew's been here. These have been our solid drinks. We have the Wizard's Brew on there as our most popular. It's a butterscotch and caramel latte, usually iced. We have people come in every single day for that one. They've been coming since I started working here, 5, 6 years ago. So lots of unique
Yeah.
things on the menu.
Very, very
You can't go
different.
wrong. Yeah,
Very creative, for sure.
I think so.
And you know, you see a bunch of people come through just your like coffee shop. They come here, they work,
Yeah.
they're having a good time, they're meeting friends. When you see people having a good time and actually enjoying this environment that you cultivate, how does that make you feel?
Oh, I love it. I think coffee shops in general are really a community hub, but this one especially just feels like that like nostalgic neighborhood, like 2000s coffee shop that you like see in your old sitcoms and things
Yeah.
like that. It's comfortable, it's a large space, you can have a lot of people here. Um and it's when I see the students on campus, when I see people walking from Old Orchard a couple blocks away, our regulars that are commuting, it's a lot of the same faces that have been here for years, so the community here is super strong. Yeah.
And you also mentioned earlier that you were big into partnerships, but especially local partnerships.
Yeah.
Can you talk about why forming local partnerships with the community businesses, with other small businesses, is important to you?
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, as a hopeful business owner for so long, and now one, it takes a lot to get here. It takes a lot of learning, like I mentioned, and studying and resourcefulness, and all of those things. And I've been working in some way or another with small businesses and local businesses the past few years, and I really see firsthand. Um, just the true grit and resourcefulness it takes, amongst other things, to make a business succeed. So I just knew going into this that this, speaking back to community and speaking back to like the Toledo area and being on campus and all of those things, what a great opportunity to give back to all of those, or as many local businesses as I can. A lot of our food that you see now is from a variety of different local businesses, a lot of them very small. We've got a couple cottage law bakers here. We have Sad Snacks and Logan Page Bakery, to name a couple, that are all doing really well. We have Guac Shop. It's a local business that she does guac prep seasoning on our avocado toast we just debuted for Cinco de Mayo today. Um, just from beginning to end, from the accountants I work with to the people here, to everything beginning to end. If I can find someone just starting out or find someone local, I would prefer to work with them over anyone else.
Which I think is super important because as we see more bigger stores and big box stores and the bigger brands come in, it's harder and harder for small businesses. So I think
Yeah.
knowing that there's places like yourself that really value small businesses and what they bring to the table, and you're willing to work with someone that makes their food out of their kitchen or they make stuff at home.
Yeah.
They don't have to be a huge brand is super important. I think people really want to go back to that where they're supporting local, even if it's not like a huge brand.
Yeah, and it's really at the heart of things here, is that support local piece. It always has been. And I really love continuing with that. We're actually, in addition to that, doing monthly local vendor events. So
Love it.
we've had a couple so far. The next one is Saturday, May 9th, right before Mother's Day. Didn't want to do it on Sunday because a lot of our vendors are moms themselves.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
did it the day before so they could celebrate. But we will have Sad Snacks being one of them, a variety of local vendors here selling their products from 10 to 2. And then on a monthly basis, we're continuing that on
Love
Sundays
that.
typically as well. So it's just, another opportunity. I mean, I love going to like farmers markets and all of the night markets, mini markets that are around myself. So it's fun to be able to host something like that here too. And yeah, we've got, I won't mention too many now. We've got some penciled in events and things
Beautiful.
like that coming our way too.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
I have 2 more questions for you.
Sure.
What is one thing that you want to be remembered for?
You're like, oh, I just have a couple small questions, whatever it is. I I would say for having authentic relationships, of having authentic partnerships. You know, it's part of me wanting to support local too is because of those relationships I can form with the individuals, with the entrepreneurs. I have a really strong relationship with all of the baristas here. I everyone that comes in, you know, when I came back here again after working here, there were people that recognized me from years ago that hadn't seen me and asked me what I was doing back here again. You know, that those sort of building those relationships and keeping them strong and authentic over time is, I think, is what I would want to be remembered for. Yeah.
When you're going about building those relationships, how do you make sure, just as a human in general,
Yeah.
that you're building long-lasting relationships versus just say hi and leave?
It's goes back to effort. I mean, it goes back to that hard work, right?
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing, and I think as I've just the past few years as I've started to grow older and going through the pandemic and things like that, it really showed me how important and how much of a priority those relationships have to be. I mean, that's everything in my opinion. So,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
Relationships are probably the backbone of everything that happens.
Yeah.
One more question for you.
Yeah.
Why did you decide um, to offer discounts with us?
Yeah. So we historically have always offered discounts to students. You know, in the spirit of community, I want things to be accessible as well. I see you as a local business owner that I want to support. I love what you're doing. Um, I, you know, love the way that you're moving and everything as well. So, part of that was to have, you know, that relationship with you and to support you as well, but also to provide access to more of the community. Our discount is going to be on our newly coming online ordering
Yes.
platform as well. So that will be live this week. I'm
Exciting.
hoping, fingers crossed, knock on wood, that should be up really soon. Um, and yeah, that's the main thing. Access, easy,
Yeah.
love it.
We appreciate you for that as well.
Yeah.
Those are the questions I have for you. How can
Okay.
people find you, and what is one thing you want to leave people with?
Okay. Well, you can find me and us in person here pretty often. So we are on UT's campus in the Gateway Plaza. Full parking lot is free. You can park there anytime, and there's tons of it. That's a big misconception. You can follow at Brew Toledo on all handles, or you can follow me at Nat Guenther as well. Yeah, I'm everywhere doing everything. I'll leave you with you should stop in, say hi, ask what you should order. We can figure out a good drink or a good food item for everyone. I feel very strongly about that, but support the other guys too. That's what I'll leave
Awesome.
you with.
Natalie, thank you for coming on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Thank you. This is great.